Okay, so this closure was really dark and I couldn't get into lighting with any bleach or anything, so I just used makeup on my stocking cap and the closure, and I'm just gonna apply it just like that. So I'm using an eyebrow razor to cut off the excess lace because I like how jagged it cuts rather than a scissor. And I'm always out of the frame here. I try so hard to make sure that I stay in the frame, but I get so focused on that little mirror in front of me and you can't see me. So sorry guys, but oh, there I am. But yeah, I'm just cutting off that excess lace with the eyebrow razor. So now I'm taking out a very thin section of the hairline because I'm going to use that for my baby hairs. So I'm going to hold down that little piece there and I'm going to use my tweezers and pluck it. I did pluck this closure before I even started this whole process, but I'm just going to pluck it a little bit more just to make the hairline a little bit more realistic. You can't really see the hairs I'm removing in the camera, but it makes a difference in person, I promise. And these are manicure scissors that I'm using. The ones I would normally use are at my job, which I can't get to because it's a hair salon and we're closed. So I'm not really doing very well with these scissors. They don't cut as well, but I'm doing the best that I can. So there we have my little half bang there. So I normally would use my Got2b Freeze Spray for this, but it's also at my job, so I'm using this hairspray that I had laying around. It's just a hairspray sample, and I was hoping it'll work the same, but it didn't, so I gave up. And now I'm trying to use edge control instead, which also didn't work. But I was trying, guys. I was really trying because I already got started, so I had to get something done. But you guys see where I was going with this, right? Right. So now, okay, I'm sorry guys, there's no way that I could not point this out. Do you guys see how I didn't roll the back of my wig over my stocking cap? Like my white cap is just sticking out in the back there. Like, come on Kelsey, get your life together. Anyway, what I'm doing now is taking a spray bottle and I'm just using it to bring out my curl pattern because wetting down your wig helps reveal the true curl pattern and it also makes it a little less frizzy and more controlled. So that's what I'm doing here. And this wig sheds so much, so I had to be very careful when I was detangling. You can't really tell because it's sped up, but I had to be very careful because it was shedding way too much. So now I'm back at it with my baby hairs again. I cut them long at first like I always do just to stay on the safe side, but I wanted to cut off a little bit more because I thought it was gonna look better, but this was just tragic. These scissors were horrible. What a tragedy. What a train wreck. Anyway, now I'm taking my hot comb and I'm combing out where my hair is parted and I'm trying to get my hair a little bit straighter at the top so that it lays flatter on my head. Guys, I was so excited when I found out that this was at my house. I thought I left it at my job, but luckily I had some mousse, so we're gonna use that to make my hair look a little bit more manageable. So we're just gonna run it through my hair and make the curls a little bit more defined. And I just couldn't help it, guys. I'm back at it with these edges again. This time I'm using the foaming mousse and for some reason it's not working. I've used it on frontals before and it worked just fine, but for some reason today it's just not happening. So we're gonna just blame it on the wig, okay? So let's just use our imaginations and work together and say that I got these edges laid. All right, let's see what we're working with now. The horror. The absolute horror. Anyway, this is how it came out, so now let's get into this wig review. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So a few weeks ago I showed you guys my cranberry wig, which is the one that I'm wearing right now. I showed you guys it when I first got it in the mail, and I told you guys that I would do a review on it after wearing it out for a while. Well, I haven't actually gotten to wear it out because we're still quarantined and I don't know how much longer this is going to last. So I figured I'm just going to do a review right now from my experience with it so far, just from wearing it, just to do videos or just for fun. So as you guys saw, I just installed it. This is my first time like actually really like installing and customizing it. So here goes. So I'm gonna start with the pros first. So the good thing is, one, I got it to look realistic, which I honestly had no hope for after I first opened it because because of how thin it was and how dark the lace was, so I didn't really think I was going to get it to look this good, but I think I did a pretty good job if I do say so myself. Another good thing is it's really lightweight. It doesn't feel very heavy, so I'm very happy about that, so I can wear it in the summer without having sweat rolling down my back. And all in all, it does look good for the most part. I think it looks pretty decent. So now let's get into the cons. So the main thing that I hate about this wig is how much it sheds. It sheds so much. Like, just holding it, I've already pulled out a couple, there's no way you're gonna see it, but I've already pulled out a couple strands. It was really hard for me to comb it out when I was trying to wet it down because so much comes out. Obviously, shedding is normal for wigs or any forms of extension, and shedding is normal for normal hair. So obviously, I'm not like opposed to shedding, but it is just way too much for something that I just bought, and that's something that I noticed from the start. It just, like, hair just falls out of it, and I'm not okay with that. Because I feel like if I were to wear this, like, let's say I wore this every day for a week, I honestly feel like I would lose like a third of the hair that's on this head right now. I feel like I've lost so much of this unit already. Like, I'm just touching it, not even running my fingers through it, and it is just coming out, and that bothers me. Like, I don't like the feeling of hair falling on me constantly, and obviously I paid for this, so I don't want my hair to be falling out, so that sucks. I hate when my eyes itching, and I did my eyeliner all nice for once. Another problem that I have is not really a big issue for me, but it does have this plastic smell. And when I showed you guys in my last video, I mentioned that it smells like some hair extensions that I had from before. I was wrong. I knew it reminded me of something, but that was not it. It reminds me of, if you guys have ever been to beauty school or ever purchased one of those mannequins to practice hair on, it smells like that. Like, the hair on mannequins smells different than hair that you would buy. It has like a mixture of plastic and yarn, I think. That's the best way I could think of describing it. I washed it once before today. I have actually washed it. I didn't use shampoo because I didn't want to tangle it, so I just washed it and conditioned it, and then I wet it down today, and the smell is still there, but putting the mousse on it, I'm smelling the mousse more in the hair now, so at least it can be covered. Like, you can mask the smell, but it's still there. It's not a major issue for me, but it is a complaint that I've heard often with the Cranberry wig company. Another thing that I really hate is how thin this wig is. So right now, all the hair that you're seeing right now, I should have worn a different color shirt. But anyway, all the hair that you're seeing right now, this is all the hair. I always pull, like, I split it in the back and pull it down to the sides, because if I let it fall naturally, you would honestly, okay. So it looks like I'm being over dramatic in this camera, but you could see right through the hair, and I don't like that. And usually for curly wigs, they're already, you know, big and volumized as it is because they're curly, so I don't usually worry about density with curly wigs, but this one is not very curly at all. And this one, you couldn't even choose the density. So this is a 180 density, and that was all they had to choose from. But again, I didn't worry because it was curly, but it's not as full as I thought it would be. Also, in the picture, the wig was a lot fuller and the hair was longer, and normally, you know how you lose some volume the longer your hair is, so I thought that by not getting long hair it'll be very full, but no such luck. And the model in the picture, her hair is much longer and it's not that full. Also, speaking of the model is wearing a curly wig. This is more like close to being a loose wave, which I don't hate, but it's not what I wanted. I wanted like spirally curls, because that's what I saw in the picture. And I'll link the wig in the description box so you guys can go ahead and check out which one I'm talking about. But her hair was supposed to be very thick and very tight curls, and that's what I wanted. That's what I ordered, and I didn't get that, so that sucks. That sucks. I mean, I don't hate this texture, like I said, and it's pretty close to it, but it's not what the picture looked like, so I just don't like being misled, you know? So the next issue I have is the lace itself. The lace is dark. I mean, as you guys saw, I put makeup on it. Oh, and I meant to put concealer on. I forgot to do that step. But the lace itself is pretty dark. It's not too dark, but it's darker than I would have preferred. Like, dark enough for it to be obvious that that's not my scalp. And that obviously, sorry, there's hair in my mouth. But that obviously defeats the purpose of even getting a lace closure, because the best thing about having lace is that you can part your hair and look like it's your scalp. So yeah, I mean, I tried bleaching it, and obviously I got the knots to bleach, and I was just hoping by some miracle that the lace itself would bleach as well, but it didn't, so this is the color I'm stuck with. But luckily the makeup did cover it. I thought it wasn't going to, but it did, so I can deal with that. It's fine. The final issue I have with this, and this is a big one for me, is that, again, I didn't get what I paid for. This is supposed to be 20 inches. And I mentioned that in my last video, and even as I was saying it, I was a little skeptical, but I didn't say anything. But there's no way that this is 20 inches long. And I understand that it's curly, so it's going to appear shorter than what it is. But it's not even that far from being fully stretched out. But like fully stretching it, I really should have worn a different color shirt. But anyways, fully stretching it, this is not 20 inches. There's no way this is 20 inches. So I got some measuring tape and we're going to figure this out together. So if it's layered, my longest piece should be at the bottom. So that should be 20 inches. So let's start it at the base of the wig. And we're going to stretch it. This is where it ends. 12. 12. How are you 8 inches off? Let's get a piece from the top and see if that makes a difference. I didn't measure this, but let's see. Let's go right to the scalp and pull it down. And where are we landing at? Right. Oh. Right. Nope, still 12. Oh, my bad. 15. Sorry, I'm looking at the camera, so it looks reversed. But 15. Still. That is a far cry from 20. Like, I understand it's hair, and sometimes you're going to get some short pieces. You might get like an inch to an inch and a half. That's fine. Alright, that's okay. 2 inches is definitely pushing it, but I would accept that. But 5 inches off? Really? And if you buy hair, you know you pay for the length. So every 2 inches, the price goes up. So I was charged, I don't know the exact number off the top of my head because I forgot the prices, but I was definitely charged too much because I wanted a 20-inch wig and this is 15 inches. So I should have been charged for a 14-inch or 16 at most. This is one of their shortest wigs. And I got a 20 and I paid for a 20-inch wig. So in that sense, I was definitely robbed. So that irritates me. Again, it's one thing that I can deal with because I prefer shorter hair, but I wanted to try out the longer hair because I don't usually get longer hair. So basically I ordered 20 inches because I wanted 20 inches. So I should have gotten a 20-inch wig and I didn't. So that's my little issue, but I'm gonna deal with it. It's okay. Like I said in my last video, I knew that this was gonna be a hit or miss because I heard very mixed reviews. It was either one extreme or the other. Either it was really, really good or really, really bad. So I knew what chance I was taking, so I wanted to take the chance. It's fine. But yeah, that's that. So all in all, am I satisfied with the wig? Yes, I'm satisfied in the sense that I would tolerate it and I'm not like 100% disgusted. But would I order again from this company? No. Like the shedding alone is enough of a turn off for me, but the fact that I didn't even get the length that I paid for, like that's not cool. That is not cool. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. Hope you guys found this review helpful. Let me know if you guys have any questions about it that I did not answer. By the way, obviously these edges are not okay. I am lost without most of my hair products. They're all at the job that I work at. But I tried to make it work with foam, like foaming mousse and edge control. I need to pluck it a little bit more because it's a little too thick for me, but I just wanted to get it done for the video. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and leave me a like and a comment if you like this video. And I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!